between the pilots mentioned wind conditions picking up and skies becoming so thick with sand that the sun was being blocked. Shortly after this exchange, there was a garbled shout by the co-pilot, and finally, radio silence. Military officials have dispatched several units to the area to search for the crew and the missing aircraft. The names of the pilots are being withheld until their status can be confirmed. The Southland slasher struck again, this time in downtown Los Angeles. The body of Sean Milton, a former convict that was recently released for good behavior, was found butchered, similarly to the other victims of the serial killer. Police believe there may be a connection between Milton's prison past and the slasher.
Hey, who's there?
Freak sandstorm activity is thought to be responsible for the destruction of 2 Navy fighter jets. The jets were returning from a patrol over the Persian Gulf when they disappeared off of radars. A transcript of a final radio exchange between the pilots mentioned wind conditions picking up and skies becoming so thick with sand that the sun was being blocked. Shortly after this exchange, there was a garbled shout by the co-pilot, and finally, radio silence. Military officials have dispatched several units to the area to search for the crew and the missing aircraft. The names of the pilots are being withheld until their status can be confirmed. Religious tourists have been flocking in droves to the Santa Maria Church in Santiago.
Hey, who's there?
And investigators are still trying to put the pieces together since no one present saw or heard anything. It is unknown at this time what the motives were, but the police are ruling out the Southland slasher as a suspect. Tourists attempting to pay their respects at actress Ginger Swan's grave at the Hollywood Eternal Cemetery were shocked to discover the grave of the former sex symbol had been vandalized. The star was entombed in the Hollywood Eternal Mausoleum after her death in 1964. Nothing was stolen from the crypt, but estimates put the damage at over $1,000. Concerned parent groups joined several senators on the step of Capitol Hill to protest the latest wave of violent video games. Senator Limperman called the games pornography and was offended by crude shots taken at him by one recent game. Among the titles the group is trying to get banned from stores are Mangle Garden, Rape and Pillage, and Abe Lincoln Teaches Killing. Protesters say that extended media attention towards exploitive games such as Meth Tycoon Concerned parent groups joined several senators on the step of Capitol Hill to protest the latest wave of violent video games. Senator Limperman called the games pornography and was offended by crude shots taken at him by one recent game. Among the titles the group is trying to get banned from stores are Mangle Garden, Rape and Pillage, and Abe Lincoln Teaches Killing. Protesters say that extended media attention
Need a ride?
What's the hops, bro?
Picked up a Spaz 15 this morning. Cleaned, oiled, and just waiting to put a hole through something. You interested?
glad you're here. I've heard you've been up to quite a bit lately. Very interesting. I was hoping you could help me with something. A little bird said they spotted you down in the Warrens. Gonna be back there soon. I'm looking for a data CD. It was lost down there, supposedly. Find it for me, and I'll teach you a thing or two. Some stuff that could really come in handy for you, from the sound of things. Great. Go to the Warrens, then find the data CD. Don't bother asking around for it. I've already made a pest of myself about this. Just find it, and bring it back.
Hop in.
Welcome to Sang's Herbal Remedies. I am Sang. How may I assist you? Selling remedies is honest work. I came to America after discharge from Chinese Herbal Remedies Forces to help aging parents restore. Definitely, I am now American citizen. God bless the Allegiance flag. Chinese invented gunpowder. Yes, I know guns. Hold on, please. These are good remedies for many problems. No credit cards.
Welcome, kindred, and thank you for respecting our traditions by announcing your presence in our domain. I am Ming Zhao, High Priestess to the people of Chinatown. Can I get you anything? Tea, perhaps? Ah, that is right. Your kind drinks solely of mortal blood, correct? No longer may you partake in the simple pleasures of the mortal realm. A shame. Yes, we Kuei Jin are similar to you, kindred, in fewer ways than you might imagine. We are called the Kuei Jin, though you may know us as Eastern vampires. It is a grave misnomer, I can assure you. In a sense, yes. You may think of me as the Baron of Chinatown, to borrow from your course, Cainite language. No, we are not simply some exotic Cainite bloodline. We are supernatural. That does not mean we are like yourself. We are beings returned through the second breath for a purpose. We share superficial similarities. Kuei Jin feed on essences that can be found in blood, yes. But as we refine our existence, rarely are we lowered to consume the bodily fluids of others. Most of us are also banished from the realm of the sun. Although we suffer rot instead of burning, the day's light is no more kind to our existence. The second breath, our rebirth into the supernatural form. It is a spiritual awakening, not some lowly blood ritual meant to spread a despicable curse. No, we do not choose, but events of our lives can awaken dark spiritual energies. We are not born of the whims of another as the kindred are. The reasons are as numerous as the Kuei Jin themselves. Each is reborn with a purpose that they must find. Once their path is evident, they must seek to fulfill it, even if it takes eternity. What can I help you with? So, the great Nosferatu have lost an agent, have they? It was not by my hand, if that's what they think. I don't know where he is. Perhaps you should speak with Wong Ho about this. Wong Ho owns the Red Dragon restaurant. He's a prominent businessman who has garnered much respect among his people. If something is amiss in Chinatown, he may know how to help you. I grant you permission to operate in the Kuei Jin domain. For now. May you find your path, kindred.
Hey, you! You want your fortune read? You give me $5, I give you secret Chinese enlightenment. Only stupid person not want to know future. $5. Next time you get on plane, change seat to exit row. This makes sure you not sit next to big fat ass. Your fortune? Next time you get on plane, change seat to exit row. This makes sure you not sit next to big fat ass. Your fortune?
I'm sorry. Dinner service stopped a little while ago. I'll get the elevator. Second floor, have a good night. Hello? Hey, baby. No, I'm still at work. I don't know. Why would I want to rush home right away? Yeah, I do like that. What else? With a what? Oh, you're in the kitchen. Yeah, they were on sale, so I bought some. You do too like zucchini.
They took her. They took her. Kiki, my daughter. They grabbed her. They called and said, Wong Ho has meddled with Tong for the last time. Ming Zhao? Oh, of course. Please forgive me, but as you can see, I am in a most terrible situation. I am Wong Ho, owner of the Red Dragon. Again, I apologize for my inconsiderate behavior. The Tong, a local street gang here in Chinatown, just broke into my restaurant and kidnapped my daughter at gunpoint. The Tong grow more bold every day, and now they have my Kiki. No. The Tong have many... wait. Please excuse me a moment. Hello. Zhao. Huh? Yes. How did you... Of course. I see. Thank you, my friend. Your debt has been repaid 1,000 times over. Yes. Of course. Goodbye. That was someone who owed me an old debt. It has been repaid. I know where the Tong are keeping my daughter. Kiki is being held at the Lotus Blossom, a massage parlor here in Chinatown. If you bring her back to me, I will help you in any way that I can. Thank you. I shall wait here until you return. Strike fast. The Tong will not be expecting anyone so soon. Good luck, my friend.
There is something in this store for everybody. Everyone gets what they deserve. I'm reminded of a story. A thief named Lin was asked to steal an emerald for the head of his gang. The gem belonged to a man in a Hong Kong triad. Most would refuse this danger, but Lin was anxious to do it, and indeed he did. When Lin returned, he did not want to part with the emerald he stole. He felt that the trouble he went through to take it made his ownership legitimate. The man who hired him did not feel the same way, nor did the man he stole it from. Do you know what happened to Lin?
Lin was caught. One man has his gem back, but Lin's employer has nothing. I'd heard this tale from him when he visited my store. Sadly, I had nothing to sell him. Lin's eyes wanted more than his hands could keep. Ambitious eyes are, sadly, not for sale here at the moment, though I do have a buyer interested. Do you know when the next eye harvest is, by chance? Lin's body is being kept in the freezer in the back of a local noodle shop, I hear. There are people there who want him intact, but I think his eyes would fill my shelf nicely if they were to wander in. Eye gouge hell, a fitting punishment for Lin. I knew you would. What other reason to waste words on the ill-fated? I sell things many would find cruel, but weapons? No. You are always welcome here. Yes, they stare ambitiously. Hello, Lin. Do you like it there? These are an excellent addition to my shop. Here, please accept this as a fair trade. I have another task, if it piques your curiosity. I need you to be a bad luck farmer. Do you know what this is? A customer has bought an unlucky talisman from me and wishes it delivered to an enemy of theirs. I need you to place this in the locker of a patron at the Lotus Blossom Massage Parlor so that the bad luck can bloom. My customer has placed a black circle on his enemy's locker. Plant the talisman. Bad luck, farmer.
What the hell you think you're doing? That's my locker, sucker! So, sucker, you know who I am, huh? Oh, man, know what I do to people messing with my stuff, huh, sucker? Huh? Oh, yeah? I'm crazy, sucker. I'll kill you, I don't care.
No, I don't know you.
Tall for a tongue? Tall, you know, like, not short. Jesus, all you thugs are the same. Stupid, stupid, and stupid. Yeah, I'm Kiki. Who the hell are you? The Tong Welcoming Committee? Oh, I'm so impressed. What? Like you want me to thank you or something? In your dreams, asshole. That's an original idea. Man, Dad must really be hurting for good help. Lead the way, hero. Was there something else? Second floor, have a good night. Hey, Andrea. What? No, he's not. No, he's not.
Oh, I'm
No,
so
he's
impressed.
not.
What? Like you want me to
Hold on,
thank
Andrea.
you or
Got
something?
another call.
In your dreams,
Hey,
asshole.
Serena, did you hear about Joe? And yes, he is. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. I know. I was just
welcome,
on the phone
my
with Andrea,
friend.
and I was all,
I
no,
owe
he's
you a
not.
debt of
Yes,
gratitude.
He is.
You have returned to me my greatest treasure. Kiki told me how you rescued her. You are a man of great courage and honor. Thank you. No, I have not been able to find out why they took Kiki, but I fear that it goes much deeper than the tongue. For a long time I have been trying to clean up Chinatown. It was a difficult job, but the community came together, and we started to take back our streets from criminals like the Tong. Businesses reopened. Families moved back into their homes. Yes, I thought that the Tong were almost gone, but then something happened. Their numbers began to grow, and suddenly they had a lot of money to buy weapons. With them followed the drugs and the violence. It is almost worse now than before. I do not know, but there is a change in the air. I meditate, but my spirit is restless. The words of the I Ching are dark and unclear. Everything seemed to change as soon as... I am sorry. I have said too much. Of course. What can I help you with? Who is this person? What else can you tell me about him? I see. I do not think I could find him for you, but I know someone who could. His name is Zhao. He is the man who called me and told me where Kiki was being held. Zhao has many connections. He owns an import-export warehouse in Chinatown. Go and see him there. I will call ahead and tell him to expect you.
You are always welcome here. Did the seed take root? That is assuredly bad luck for him. The cost to my customer was quite high. They will be pleased to hear this. As before, accept this with my gratitude. You motto employee. Perhaps you can work for me again someday. Until then, keep up the excellent job. And if you ever meet someone on the 6 paths with a soul to sell, please recommend my shop.
Deb's back, and she's got a fresh cup of coffee ready to take it into the AM. In case you didn't
Ayashi
know,
ne?
into the Deb of Night on KTRK. I'm your lovely hostess. Feel free to fantasize about me all you want. But please don't send any more drawings. The lines are all full.
I am she. I am not like all the rest. But I have no vengeance for you. Yet.
And what have you been up to tonight, caller? Wink, wink.
Ogami Yukie desu. I am she, demon hunter. I come to this city for the blood of the demon that killed my master. Do not interfere. My revenge will cut through you if it has to.
I had this amazing idea. You ready for this?
All night.
You know all those problems we've been having in the Mideast?
Yes, those damn Virginians.
Okay. So, I figured this out, right? Okay.
I hunt no Quajin. I hunt Hengeyokai. My sensei killed demon that killed my family. And now I take the life of his killer. I follow trail of corpses from Japan to Rosu and Garesu. Hengeyokai is here, and it will die here. Hengeyokai is a demon that hides in the skin of man, but it is not man. I know he is nearby. Edo... I lose its trail. Do you meet Hengeyokai? You would know one when you see it. Hontone? I appreciate your concern for my vengeance. Arigatou gozaimasu. Do not pity Hengeyokai. It is a bad demon, the kind that make little girl into hunter.
Welcome back, kindred. Do you seek guidance? What can I help you with? Ah, yes, the Hengeyokai. Zigena, I believe his name was. I had nearly forgotten him. He announced his presence in our domain, and I granted him permission to operate. He does not act on my behalf, however, I can assure you. I believe he said he operates an importing business and entertains clients at the Red Dragon.
$500 up front, another $500 after the deal. No questions asked or I walk. My pardons, you looked like someone who might have some interest in my product. Actually, you'd be surprised at the variety of people who fit that profile. Let's just discuss your business, shall we? No. Anyone else? This would not be an issue, but him? No, I'm sorry, you're going to have to ask somebody else. I understand, but you do not understand the consequences. Perhaps if I knew your reasons, I'd feel more at ease about divulging that information. Can you elaborate? Yes, that's what I wanted to hear. If that's your goal, I'd be willing to help arrange a meeting with him. I was supposed to meet him at the fish market tonight. You go in my place, but if you do, I hope your intentions are serious. He is also a very serious man.
Deb's back, and she's got a fresh cup of coffee ready to take it into the AM.
Konbanwa,
In case you didn't know it,
demon.
tuned into the Deb of Night on KTRK.
Dogo desu ka? Where?
Lovely hostess, feel free to fantasize about me.
You want to kill Hengeyokai with me?
Please don't send any
Why?
The lines are all full, so why don't I provide some release? Line 3, you're speaking to me. Sup, Deb? And what have you been up to tonight?
Wakarimashita. Fish market de ikemasu. See you there, demon. Dozo.
You're both here, my hunter and my target. This is very convenient. Surprise.
Ogami Yukie desu. I
Turn you to hell.
Hengeyokai is in hell. My revenge is complete. Domo arigato gozaimashita, demon. Defy your nature, demon. Man can suffer without your help. Sayonara.
Wong Ho called. You're looking for someone. I don't know where your friend is, but I know the Tong are involved. The leader of the Tong, Johnny, he'll know where they are. Johnny's at Glaze. It's his club. You'll need a password to enter. The password is 725. There will be Tong everywhere. Johnny's office is upstairs. I am a man of my word, and I owe the debt to Wong Ho. By paying that debt, I have made an enemy of the Tong, who I once belonged to. You should leave now.
We know it was you.
Excuse me.
Hey, you! What on?
If you want to find your friend, I suggest you hurry.
Nobody allowed upstairs.
What's the hops, bro?
Am I supposed to know you? Johnny's upstairs. Nobody sees Johnny unless I say so. Am I supposed to know you? You don't look like someone he needs to talk to. Johnny's in his office upstairs. You play with Johnny and you're not getting out of here alive. Understand?
Nobody allowed upstairs.
Who the hell you think you are, asshole? Huh? You know who I am? You know where you are? You wanna die? You got something to say to me, asshole? Who let you into Chinatown anyway? You here for your mother? Yeah, well, we'll give her back after she's done with the last 20 guys. Who told you that? How would you know about that? Who are you? Answer me!
Don't tell it a thing, Johnny. Shoot it!
You told me that guy was a nobody. Just what the hell did you get us involved in?
Shoot it. You'll find out.
You're dead, asshole! What the fuck? I shot you! You're dead!
That's exactly it, Johnny. It is dead. It's quite difficult to kill something that's already dead. And I assure you, it's not wearing a vest. The bullet entered cleanly through the lower abdomen. Normally, a bullet of that caliber would likely ricochet and tear up the small intestine. But as you can see, it exited cleanly through the back with little external bleeding. The reason being, its internal organs have atrophied.
What the hell's going on? What are you?
Dispose of Johnny, and we'll discuss the matter of your missing comrade.
No, fuck you! Die already!
You had to kill him, didn't you? It's part of your code of survival, covering your tracks, so to speak. And before you attempt to deceive me, you should know I'm monitoring your heat signature. It's room temperature. I also must protect my true identity. You may refer to me as the Mandarin. You are searching for one of your kind, I understand. I have him at my facility. Come to the Fu Syndicate building. We will discuss terms of release.
Huh?
I'll scream.
Welcome back!
So glad you finally decided to show up. If you want to meet your comrade, walk through those doors.
Good. I am told you are a rather resourceful individual. This should make you a most intriguing specimen. You and your kind may play mortals for weaklings and fools, and that may be fitting for some. But you underestimate me. Subject is male. Appearance suggests early to late 20s. True age unknown. As with the other, there are no vital signs. No heartbeat, no body heat. Test chamber air sample is 97% carbon monoxide. Normal respiration cannot take place. Subject is by all definition clinically dead. Hello in there. I'm going to run some tests on you. I'm interested in how you work, but only because it's my task to find the most efficient way to kill your kind. Please, give me everything you've got. Begin the experiment. Test chamber has been filled with ultraviolet light, releasing moderate UV radiation. Does that burn at all? Subject exhibits no sign of pain or even physical discomfort. Shut down the lights. Conclusion: UV radiation does not produce the desired effect. Please, move on to the next chamber. If you cooperate, I will give you a dog for your good behavior. I find your kind is resourceful. Your survival instinct borders on animalistic. I'm curious about your innate abilities. Let us see what you can do. The walls are reinforced concrete, several feet thick. There is no other exit. Believe me, it is my design. Only the most simple creatures can survive dismemberment. I am told you can regenerate parts of your body. You've shown great resilience so far. Let's see how you do against some live targets. Proceed to the next room. Sometimes myths are constructed around legitimate observations. Let us find out if there's any truth in an old superstition. Initiate Van Helsing experiment. Does that hurt? I'd rather the experiment didn't end here. Please, don't disappoint me.
Van Helsing hypothesis tests false.
Well, when God fails, put your faith in the gun. Proceed, Commander.
Find all your What is it doing?
You are turning out to be a very useful guinea pig. But we have a conflict of interest. You continue to endure even though it's my instruction to incapacitate you. This calls for a more drastic approach. Continue to the next room. I'm very enthusiastic about this next test. Many regimes use electricity to torture information out of people. It would be useful if this applies to your kind as well. Or will the voltage have results similar to fire? Let's find out. You have demonstrated considerable mental and physical acumen. And I'm quite perplexed how something that should be dead can display such strong survival skills. Let's begin the final test. Step into the next room. Stand by. Run a check on the extinguishers one more time. I've already determined fire is a weakness of your kind. I would like to know more about the psychological effect it has on you, and how it may be exploited. Employers punch
For your skin would be 1,000 times more painful than anything you could find. I refuse to give you the satisfaction.
Let me out! Get me out of here! They get you too? I've got no excuse. A Nosferatu getting caught by a bunch of humans? This is a new low. Wait, we can't go yet. There are servers here. We need to hack in and delete all of their research. Should be a mainframe on this floor. Fine, I'll do it. Watch my back. Any hearts are still beating when we're through, I'll rip them out myself. Let's go. the last of them. Let's get out of here. Will do. And thanks. Thanks. Thanks.
interested in saving money on long-distance calls?
You done real well bringing our boy back. I got your info, hero. The same information I gave your prince, I also traded to the Giovanni for a bit of juicy gossip. You both had an equal opportunity to take it. They just had a bit more initiative. If you're going to play jihad, you need to do your homework. Knowledge is power, and power has a price. But seeing as how I've already got what I want from them, I'll give you a freebie. Oh, you're going to love this. They've got skeletons in their closet. Literally. I should have played the Catskills. Incest, organized crime, death cults. That's the Giovanni. Spaghetti and corpses, boss. The Incaran sarcophagus isn't the only occult item they're hoarding. I hear they've got a collection that'd make Aleister Crowley come back from the dead. That is, assuming he isn't already sitting on a shelf somewhere over there. Oh, I'll tell you. And if you're foolish enough to go there, well, don't say I didn't warn you, boss. They have a mansion in the city. I'll draw you a map. They're having a reunion. Anyone who isn't a Giovanni shouldn't get within 50 yards. Am I the only one who saw this coming a million miles away? You get 'em, boss. You give 'em one for Gary. If you should survive and ever need any information, come back and see me. I'm always here. And everywhere.
Going somewhere?
More flatbread and olive oil. And take back the Chardonnay and open up a Chianti. Let it breathe for 20 minutes and then bring it out with a ziti. Okay? Oh, wanted to know what? Interrupt me while I'm working? Do you understand that this is an important opening and I, emphasize I, am going to make or possibly break this restaurant? Me, Tommy Flayton, the food authority of Los Angeles, food critic for the biggest paper on the West Coast, radio personality for the KTLK, Chower Hour. Maybe if I reviewed more Pancake Huts, you'd know me. I'm not sure exactly what you mean. How so? This place will pay for this. As sure as my name is Tommy Flayton, they'll never serve food in this town again.
Evening. An impressive achievement, young Toreador. Someone of your character doesn't come in here every night. I'd like to give you something. It's not much. Just my way of letting you know that the Barony of Hollywood appreciates your service. I'm glad to see the blood of my clan has found its way into the right people. Hopefully you won't spill it foolishly in some pointless display of fealty for that damned LaCroix. Come by in a little while. I should have something for you then. Evening. Here, and thanks again for your help earlier. And remember what I told you about LaCroix. You're good, kid. He doesn't deserve you.
Did you see the papers? She killed herself. Can you believe it? After the story hit the tabloids, she swallowed half a bottle of Valium and washed it down with a fifth of gin. It couldn't have been more perfect. Here, definitely earned it.
too.
Ah, back so soon? Did you make it to the Warrens and find my data CD? Ah, excellent. Now listen up, fledgling. You might want to take notes. Like what? Sure. Need a ride? Hop in.
Yeah, what is it? Giovanni? Oh yeah, here's the place. I haven't met you before. You, family? Member of family? Is that right? Hell of a family to be born into or married into or both. You have an invitation with you? Hey, don't worry about it. I'm sure they'll let you in. Just tell them you lost it. I lose things all the time. Did I just say I have an invitation? I thought I did. Yeah, I have an invitation.
Yes, what is it? She'll be fine after I get a pot of coffee in her. Well, she did pretty much cause the last function to come to a screeching halt. That woman has the self-control of a pubescent chimpanzee. Come on, Maria, we're going home.
You have invitation. No invitation, can't go in. Apologies. Please have a wonderful time.
Hi. I don't think we've met before. Nadia Milliner. It's a pleasure to meet you, Victor. Are you from the Chicago Rosallinis? Oh, you must give my regards to Great Aunt Frances when you get back. I stayed with her last time I was out that way. She was very sweet to me. I'm working on my master's out here. I'm from back east. The Giovannis have been nice enough to let me stay here while I finish up my studies. I've learned a great deal from them, like you wouldn't believe. I really can't say much about that. There's something I want to show you, but you absolutely can't tell anyone, even other people here, okay? Follow me. Come on. Might as well be a costume party. Everyone's smiling, pretending this isn't a pageant put on by the patriarch of this family. Fine. But this is a contest, and I came to win. Mira Giovanni. They gather us up here to decide just who's the best and brightest of this generation is. The lucky few are given the real power in this family. But some of us need to win more than others. Oh, forget it. You wouldn't understand. Uncle Bruno. Since I was a kid, he's been the patriarch of this family. Except he hasn't aged a day. I met with a senator from Massachusetts who asked me if I was related to Bruno Giovanni. Said Uncle Bruno helped him with his first campaign back in 1950. We've all heard the rumors. The core of our family, they never age. They're secretive. Whispers of blood magic and a kiss. Whatever it is, they pick the very best of us for it. I'd do anything to be picked. I've made some errors in judgment, but I've lobbied hard for this family's interests. Actually, there are two people at this party I know they had their eye on for a long time. One's Chris, my cousin. The other's Adam, who made Bruno a huge amount of money on tech investments a few years back. With him out of the running, they'd choose me. I'll spare no expense for a lock. I want to be in that circle of power, and I won't let blood get in the way. And of course, when your time comes, I'll pay back the favor.
Hey there, Adam Dunsert. I don't think we've met. You are? Victor, pleasure to meet you. What line of work are you in? Myself, I'm an investment banker. Great business, lot of potential. For example, I got the inside track on this company right now. And let me tell you, when this company goes public, everyone's going to wish they had a piece of it. Well, it's a biotech firm. You know, they're working on growing replacement organs. Really fascinating technology. In a couple of years, I'd bet everyone will be going to them for parts. I figure an investment of $50,000 could be easily tripled in 5 years. You take risks in this game. Sometimes you make $1 million, sometimes you lose $1 million. The economy changes. It's had problems lately, but it's bound to rocket back any week now. Most people here, they've got cash they don't know what to do with. And if one of us falls on hard times, don't you think as family, they're obligated to help him out? Besides, I get the kiss tonight. Everyone will be investing with me. In fact, if I could ensure my place at the grown-ups table by, say, drawing some attention away from my financial shortcomings, I'd be guaranteed the kiss. Know any dirt about the others I could use? I can't pay you, but I got this watch and this ring.
Family events. How many more of these do we have to attend before we're taken seriously? I mean, honestly. They're pitting us against our own flesh and blood for the privilege of joining the power clique. All you hear is, what have you done? How much did you make? Who do you know? You can't tell anyone anything, because they might use it against you. The heart says no, but the businessman in me tells me to smear them into the ground. I guess I would. And I know they'd probably do the same. Yeah, I guess I would. I don't even know who you are. I'm Chris Giovanni, by the way. Call me paranoid, but how do I know I can trust you? You go first. If it's anything like mine, I'll tell you what's bothering me. Really? In this family, that kind of thing can get you excommunicated if you're not careful. Well, all right. You want to know what's on my mind? I'll tell you. I found out a few months ago. My mother had an affair before I was born. Turns out my father isn't a Giovanni at all. My real father's this writer named Michael Avalon. If anyone found out, well, I might never rise up in this family.
Oh, hello again. Yes? Adam broke? A few years ago they did an article on him in the business section. Money's practically more important than God to this family. I'll make sure Uncle Bruno somehow overhears this. Take this. It's more than Adam's worth. Aunt Cecilia had an affair? If Chris isn't really a Giovanni, it won't sit well at all with Bruno. So sorry, cousin. Here, these bills represent Chris's entire future. Spend them wisely. For your assistance, you can be certain that, when I have my way, I'll bring you into the fold. If you wish. All I have to do is set the rumor mill in motion, and I'm as good as in. Excuse me. Come on. Come on. You know what they do in this room? I think we better go. It is pretty disturbing. But you've heard the rumors about the family, haven't you? This is an embalming room. Know what they do with the corpses? I shouldn't do this, but why don't I show you? gets pretty weird from here. Don't say I didn't warn you. Oh, and be ready to run. You'll understand when it happens. Follow me. Shh. They don't usually attack. Just don't provoke them. What's happening? They're coming to get us. In here. This way. I don't know what happened back there, but I know a way through this next part. Can you believe all this? This is like something out of a horror movie. Oh, here it is. We should be safe from here on. This way. Come on. Come on. This way. This way. This way. Come on. Come on. Come on. This way. Come on. This way. Come on.
kindred. Your presence here violates the agreement between our leaders. Leave now, or face the consequences of your actions. There is an alliance between your leader LaCroix and Mistress Ming Zhao. You violate the agreement. If you do not leave, we are not responsible for your death. We'll give you one more chance to leave this place and keep your life. You will go? The time for decisions has passed. We Chang brothers accept your life graciously.
My Wunderkind returns. In my entire court, I knew there was only one who could have succeeded in this task. Finally, the Ankaran sarcophagus is ours. Come, I've granted Beckett's request to study and document all the markings of the sarcophagus. You've met Beckett, haven't you? Let's go take a look inside and see what the commotion around the city has really been all about. What? Preposterous! No kindred would trust them, nor would they trust us. Did Jack tell you that? Because it sounds like you've been taken for a fool. And you believed them. They've been trying to take over LA for years. It's a ruse, a falsehood, spread to undermine my rule and turn kindred against each other, thin our ranks. They are duplicitous, evil creatures. Did they not try to kill you? Insurance. They lied to you in case you lived through the encounter. They hoped to create dissension in the ranks, rumors. It's a trick older than you or I. What have you assessed so far?
Unfortunately for the Heralds of Doom, it appears we won't be opening Pandora's box. The markings, as far as I can tell, are of Assyrian origin. An extraordinary piece, but nothing earth-shattering.
I see. Then there is no good reason why we shouldn't open it. Won't budge. Beckett, do you see any mechanism for the lid?
I haven't as yet had a chance to pore over it with my fine-tooth comb. I think I have one in my bag.
Why won't it open, Beckett? And you, I thought you said it looked as if it had been opened on the Dane. I want it open! You and Beckett, figure out a way to open it. I need to know what's inside. I have other matters to attend to. Come get me when a solution has been found.
Ah, the depths to which I'll sink to prove others wrong. The young ones get so temperamental. Fortunately for Sebastian, is it? I'd already made up my mind to open the sarcophagus, if only to show the city that Gehenna, contrary to popular belief, has not begun. Put your ear to it. I'll shake it, and you tell me what you think's inside. Fortunately for us, I know of someone who has distinguished himself in this field. His name is Dr. Anders Johansen, a professor of archaeology from Norway. He was the one responsible for finding the sarcophagus, and as far as I know, the only authority on its origin and design. Until yesterday, he could have been found in his suite at the Empire Hotel downtown. But when I stopped by earlier this evening, all I found was spilt coffee on a morning paper. Appears he's been abducted. I detected the scent of myrrh incense, which is usually burned in monasteries. Also, I found beach sand in part of a muddy footprint. Putting two and two together, I located a monastery near a beach in Malibu, where I believe hunters are holding Johansen captive. Actually, there were 2 hunters on the roof of the building opposite the hotel who were positively delighted to tell me everything they knew, provided I stopped dangling them head first over the side. The hunters abducted Dr. Johansen for his own protection, or at least that's how they've justified it. He's being held by the Society of Leopold and used, quite ingeniously, as bait for Prince LaCroix's minions. It's easy to assume proficiency in something you've never done, isn't it? Be that as it may, these hunters are leagues above the security guard turned vampire killer you might have encountered thus far? You'll have to go to the monastery and find a way into the tunnels beneath, where the hunters are holding Johansson. I'm afraid I can't accompany you, but then it's best you go alone. Too many of us might set them off, like fundamentalists on contrary opinion. I wouldn't recommend walking. Certainly Sebastian's already provided cab fare. I'm sure he always spares no expense when archaeology is at stake. Excellent. The Society, for the most part, knows very little about us, but they do know how to kill and torture us, and that's enough. Also, some of them exhibit powers that can make them quite formidable. Best not to announce yourself. Well, if we open it up and the world ends, then yes. If we open it up and the world does not end, then no. I'd wager the latter. How any sane kindred could think these poor unfortunates are an immediate threat to us is absurd. Most were afraid, or at the very least uneasy, around me. Tragic. Their desperation could very well hold the spark of revolution, however. I've said quite a lot about myself already. I know even less about you than you do me. Why don't you tell me about yourself? Then I'll let you in on a little secret. Beckett may not be the name I was born with. Events always seem to unfold wherever I go, like Chicago a few years ago. Oh, it's a bother to explain. Either I'm pursuing fate, or it's got a bone to pick with me. Unless you've got further questions, I'd really like to get back to looking at the sarcophagus. Excellent. Remember, Dr. Johansson is an innocent. He has no idea we actually exist. Try not to put the idea in his head.
Did you find a way to open the sarcophagus? I can't have my protege looking plebeian, can I? You'll find I can be very generous towards those who serve me well. Point made.
Going somewhere?
It's a nice night out, huh? Took a trip to see a friend of mine. He's a quartermaster down at a police station in O.C. Guy's been miffed about a pay freeze, so he's agreed to start filling my wish list for a cut. Got a SWAT rifle out of this trip. Interested?
too.
Yes. The Voce del Morte. The Giovanni never willingly share their secrets, and I've had little success infiltrating their strongholds. How did you obtain this? It will take some time to translate and unlock the secrets of this. I will have to move on from the city to evade any Giovanni seeking it. Take this. This will complete the terms we agreed to, and I think it is adequate compensation. It is the key of Alamut. It instills dread in those that would harm you, and makes it harder for them to strike you. Make no mistake, our dealings do not make us allies. If indeed we meet again, do not ask me for any favors. I will give you this final advice, however. Leave this city. These are its final nights. Discord looms heavy. I've felt this before. In November of 1938, I was translating documents in Leipzig, Germany, written by a purported Crusades-era necromancer. There also I felt a sense of impending chaos. Soon after was the Kristallnacht, the wellspring of a new world war.
My man, what is up?
There you are. I was beginning to think you ditched me.
Money, right? Been a while. Your money's been piling up. Here, that should provide for an interesting evening.
Need a ride?
You're back. I went out this evening and I met someone and he wouldn't leave me alone, so he came back here with me and, well, I thought you might want to drink his blood. I'm just glad you're pleased. He's in the bathroom. Don't worry, I locked him in.
Hey, what the hell is this shit? Let me out, goddammit! I'll kill that crazy bitch! Psycho bitch brought me here, hit me in the head, and locked me up. What the fuck? I mean, who the fuck does that? So she's gonna play it like that, huh? Alright, just let me out. I want to get as far away from that crazy bitch as possible.
I'm so glad you're back. I've been waiting here just like you asked. Your place is, nice. Is there something I can do for you? Anything. Just ask. Oh. Are you married? Is that why you don't want me around? What? You're joking, right? That's like slang for something like catcher or some fetish term, right? Not like a blah, blah, vampire, right? No. No, there's no such thing. This isn't funny anymore. No, please don't leave. I don't care what you are. Just don't leave me. What can I do to show my appreciation? Me? I am not so special, you know? I go to college. I'm majoring in fashion design. I think I'm pretty creative. I just started school a year late because my parents died. Car crash. I didn't really have anyone special in my life until you came along. Okay. Anything I can do for you?
Hop in.
over my face. The fire, I can still feel it in my wounds. They'll kill me. They'll come back with their brands and it will burn. I wouldn't talk so they burned me. Again, and again, and again. Their eyes, they enjoyed it. Before they come back, I'm begging you, let me out. I once drank from the most desirable women in the world. Right now, this bag looks better than any of them. Thanks. You'll never see me again. I'm gonna go somewhere no one will ever see this face again.
I knew Johansen would lure the servants of Satan, but I set this trap for the Archfiend himself. Where is Lacroix? He is under divine protection. If you want him, come take him if you can.
told you everything. There's no reason for you to keep me here. Let me go! I am an archaeologist. You can't hold me here like this. I am a hostage. I do not need protection. Bring me back to my hotel at once. Yeah, okay. Anything, just get me out of these caverns and away from these crazies. I think I'm starting to get pneumonia. The sarcophagus? You went through all that trouble for the sarcophagus? Yeah, I'll tell you. But don't you think it would be better to get out of here before those men come back? I guess if you can get all the way here, you deserve the answers. But can I make one request first? After I answer your questions, you help me escape. All right. Where should I begin? Let's start with the history of the Ankaran sarcophagus. That is a long and interesting legend, lost and found throughout the ages. Tell me, are you familiar with the Assyrians? Yeah, well, the markings on the sarcophagus seem to hint that it is from some time between 1050 and 800 BC, which was a period of fierce expansion by the Assyrians. Oddly, for those years, only one king shows up on the historical record. While most likely he wiped all evidence of his predecessor's existence or passed the name to his heirs, one monarch, Masquerade, the one-eyed king, is given credit for the territory and achievements of this time. But he would have had to have been over 250 years old, like Dracula or something. I find it hard to believe a sarcophagus with a person as important as Masquerade could remain in, pristine or intact condition for so many years, but this is who is believed to be contained within. An educated guess? Maybe you have not heard. It was stolen from the museum before we had a chance to open it. Usually we use equipment to carbon date, X-ray, and take air samples before we pry open the lid. You know, it is interesting that you ask me that. The goddess on the outside of the sarcophagus was Lamastu. In Assyrian myth, Lamastu was an evil demoness who preyed on humans. Many people cite her as the mother of vampire myth, and the engravings on and found around the sarcophagus portray a regal figure drinking the blood of his enemies. Now, this image is found in many cultures, specifically among those of royal lineage, but there is a quite scientific explanation. A disorder known as porphyria. In short, it is caused by a deficiency of the iron in the blood, and in many cultures, for the nobility that could conceivably get away with the cure, the treatment was to drink human blood. Perhaps drinking the blood of your enemies is, if nothing else, symbolic. It can inspire fear in your foes and dissidents. Don't misunderstand me. I in no way believe it was a vampire. Vampires, that's what caused this whole mess. These maniacs believe they exist. That is, you see, in archaeology, one can spend years looking for a dig site, following local rumors, studying old maps. It's a complicated process, very boring. Finding and organizing a dig is the least interesting part of an archaeologist's job. Trust me, you don't want to hear about it. That I can't be sure of, nor can anyone. But I promise you it is more likely to be filled with, gummy bears than vampires. Perhaps maybe a mummy, but not likely the kind to go about chasing Abbott and Costello. Not much, really. I'm an archaeologist, not a mythologist. But I do know that Lamastu, the Assyrian demoness, was thought to have been the inspiration for Lilith, the first wife of Adam in the Jewish Old Testament, another source of the vampire myth. Ah, quite interesting. There is a surprisingly complex mechanical lock on the face of the sarcophagus. By sheer luck, we were able to find the key not far from the sarcophagus. Why no one ever found it and robbed it? It's perplexing. How strange, you would ask. I haven't seen the key since it was loaded onto the Elizabeth Dane in Turkey. It was stolen before the sarcophagus even. I am still hopeful that the police find both pieces before the contents can be disturbed. No, it's not the kind of key you can copy at the hardware store. It's actually very sophisticated, and I meant to study it at the museum. I've answered all your questions. Do you think now you could please get me out of here? I don't care who you are or why you've had so many questions about the sarcophagus. I just want to leave this place. Thank you, my friend. I don't know where you came from, but I will never forget this kindness.
Your time of judgment is here.